Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the World Series. We're here at the 5th annual World Finals event. We're bringing the World Series number 5 to a close at World Finals 9. A gorgeous track they have here. Look at all the stuff, all the moves that we're going to be able to see. Everyone's going to be able to bring their stuff here to show what they can do, what they've been doing. We're going to start off the night with the U.S. Air Force Afterburner. Now, he had scored the lowest in the Point Series Championship, as you'll remember. He didn't do too well this series. Last series was definitely where his A game was. This series, it's been lacking a little bit, but if he's able to bring home, well, first of all, look at his stylish little pose on top of that center jump as he's going to back it up. I have a feeling that the Air Force Afterburner is going to start off his night. First of all, getting the fans up off their seats, and second of all, he's going to hit this center jump full speed. There you go. What a way to announce your presence to the judges. Sitting on that jump, revving the engine, and then flooring over that center jump. Nicely done. Now, if you don't remember the style of how we rotate trucks at the end of each season, we have an elimination style series. At the end of the World Finals, the bottom two trucks, so the trucks that will come out first and second, are the trucks that are going to be eliminated by the next World Series. If either of the trucks are able to win or come in second place, they will return for the next World Series. So, right now, look at that. Nicely done over that triple bus stack. U.S. Air Force Afterburner glided over that. That was nicely done. Getting some good bounces. Here he's going for the racing lane. Look at the air he's able to get off of that. Hitting it hard on the left side, spinning it on the sidewalls, and he is able to pull that truck back down. Nicely done. U.S. Air Force Afterburner to see right now, and he's going to do it again. Sidewalling it, doing it on both sides too, kind of a little bit on the left side. Nicely done. U.S. Air Force Afterburner, he knows what he's doing. He knows how to lay down the run. He just needs to do it here in order to save himself. Look off the backside of the center jump. Nicely done, hard on the backside. And look at that. He was on his sidewalls, brake checked himself, and then was able to pull it back. Now, the judges are going to see that, and they're going to love that. That was a show of skill right there, if anything else. Going over the backside of that container. Nicely done. Look at all that air. That was such a great set of moves that U.S. Air Force Afterburner was able to do there. Now, if either of the trucks, which was going to be U.S. Air Force Afterburner and then Avenger, if either of those two are able to win this event or come in second place, they will secure themselves a spot again in the second World Series. Or, sorry, it wouldn't be the second one, now it'd be the sixth one. Look at U.S. Air Force Afterburner revving up the engine. It's going to try and clear it. It's going to come up short. Look at that! Look at that! Nicely done. Look at that, kind of like a little stoppy there. He was able to keep it going, nearly went over, was able to floor it. Time's going to run out. U.S. Air Force Afterburner is going to put up a fantastic score of a 28. Nicely done. That is what we wanted to see. Look at that. Flinging it in the air, hard on the back left, and look at this save. Wow. What a move. I don't even know what to call it. He almost hit a barrel roll, was able to pull it back together. Not going to be scored, unfortunately. But that was awesome to see. Wow, if that was in his time, that would have scored him highly. Up next, though, here's Avenger. Now, this was he's one of the two trucks I was just talking about, U.S. Air Force Afterburner Avenger. In order to make it to the 6th World Series, they have to score first or second, which is going to be a pretty big feat. They've got to set the bar extremely high. Coming out as the first two trucks, being able to hold on to the lead for this amount of time is a substantial feat. But this guy right here, Avenger, he is a guy who can get it done. Avenger has won so far, I think, 2 Point Series championships and a World Finals championship. He's looking to go 2 for 2 instead of 2 for 1. And right now, he can get it done. He's showing off his stuff. He's got this beautiful body. You can see this shiny kind of metallic green that he's pulling out here. He wanted to show this off. He's got, has an arsenal of these beautiful bodies he wants to show off every single year. So he's always swapping bodies, showing off what he can. And he's going to start off the night going over the center jump. Nicely done. The same exact thing that U.S. Air Force Afterburner did. But I wonder if maybe he got a little bit bigger air. But, definitely announcing your presence. That's what you want to do. He's going to head for the backside of the triple. Look at that. Look at the air straight into the backside of that bus. Or the top of that bus. The very back bus completely demolished that. And he's going to spin it around here. Nicely done. Heading over the racing lane. Look at the distance he's able to get off of that. Now, see, if we had racing events, Avenger would probably be one of our strongest competitors because the engine that he has behind the inside of this chassis is crazy. It is powerful. It is huge. Look, the air he's able to get off of that jump right there. I mean, that was straight up nicely done. Gonna go right back for the triple. Look at the distance he was able to get off of that just by sitting. I mean, that was just, he was right in front of the jump and then floored it just from right in front of it. All the distance he's able to get, just 'cause that motor behind, it is huge and it is powerful. Nice sky wheelie. That is what you want to see right now. See, this is what you want to do. Avenger is putting on the show that you want to put on. Another great look at the air that he's able to get off of that, comboing it straight into the container. Nicely done. Look at this. Oh, look at that. And look at that right there. Revved it on one wheel. Another show of skill. These trucks want to show off that they know what they're doing and that they have the skill. And this is showing off to the judges how they want to win it. Look at that. Look at the air that he's able to get off of that. He just crossed the entire track. Backside of the triple goes straight down the center jump. He just crossed the entire track. I have never seen air that big. That was the most impressive thing. And look at him. He is just flooring it over this track. He is so excited that he was able to land that. That could have gone south so fast, very quickly. But it didn't. It did not at all. And that is paying off big time. The judges are going to love that. This run has been one of the best runs I've seen put down by Avenger in a long time. And here he is. He's going to end off the night on the backside of the triple. Look at that. He went completely over it. He didn't even... I mean, he didn't even complete that at that point. He went over to the finish line. He did 110% of that jump. And look at that, a 33. He throws up a 33. And that still leaves room. It leaves 2 single points of room to beat him right now. Like I was just saying at the beginning of his run, it'd be a feat to win this event. Did he just do it there? That is the question that we're going to need to be asking ourselves. Because now everybody else is coming out. Right now, Blacksmith, one of our greatest competitors who I loved seeing all this World Series, he's thinking to himself, I only have 2 points of leeway. If I plan on winning this event, I got to do all of that, but I got to do something better. And now I think Blacksmith has something in mind to do something better. At least include something a little better in his run. He's going to go for the container, trying to get a backflip. And look at that. Nicely done. That was near perfect. That was fantastic. I mean, straight over, right on the back wheels, exactly what you want to do. And he's going to go right back for it. But the container completely collapsed in on itself. He wasn't able to get a second backflip. Maybe he wasn't going for a second backflip. Maybe he knew it was completely destroyed and just wanted to go back over it. But nicely done. Blacksmith, the only one of 4, I think it was one of 4 trucks or one of 3 trucks to win an event this World Series. He won the first one, which was an absolutely fantastic job. I love watching that event, rewatching it, because that was just such a such a great run put on by Blacksmith. Well done to him. But, Avenger, Gravedigger, and Monster Energy have been dominating this World Series for as long as I can remember. Since the first World Series, they have been on top of their stuff. And to see other competitors win, look at this slap wheelie. And he's going to drag it out even longer. Look at this. All the way across the stadium. Nicely done. The judges are going to love that. Anything new, anything that you can do special to yourself or special to at least what we've seen, that is going to get points with the judges. They are going to love that. Spin it in some donuts. We haven't seen some good donuts yet. Right there, slap wheelie and some donuts. That's what we haven't seen. There's a lot of unique stuff that Blacksmith is doing right now that we haven't seen all night. And that's what the judges want. They want to see new. New is what they love. And that's what Blacksmith is given. Nicely done. Blacksmith, one of the few competitors to edge out the big 3 in this World Series, in these World Series events. He was able to get a win, and he wants to do it again. He wants to prove to everyone that that wasn't a fluke. That was indeed, he did mean to do that, to win an event. He's going to circle it back around here. And look at this. He's lining up for the triple. Nicely done. Look at the air. Hard on the back end right there. And hard on the back side of that jump. And he's going to combo it into a wheelie. Hard on the left side. And he pulls it back over. Nearly going over on that right side. That bounce nearly sent completely over. And Blacksmith is going to manage to score himself a 31. Nicely done. I mean, the combination of that run, the good air, the backflip, the wheelies, the donuts, things the judges haven't seen, plus combinations of things the judges have seen to combine into this magnificent run. Blacksmith should be proud of that. He's not going to be able to take the lead away from Avenger, but that was a fantastic score. Easily going to secure himself a position in the next World Series. Such a high score in the World Finals, and being able to win an event, get high in the points, that's what you want to see. Fantastic. I can't wait to see what Blacksmith can put down in the 6th World Series, which will be coming up after this event. Now up next, here's a guy famous all season. He's been famous for 5 World Series now straight. Longest running with Avenger and, I don't know, actually everyone else. No one has run all 5 World Series so far. And there's potential for Avenger to run all 6. Now we just need to see if Spike can run all 6. Showman Spike is what we've been calling him for putting on magnificent shows. Coming out here, flooring it around the stadium. And he's going to go straight for that container flying. Look at that. Look at the air he's able to get off of that. Yeah, that thing is completely crushed. There are no more backflips coming off of that thing. Nicely done. Getting over that oil container. Spike had been having a fantastic season. The only thing is now is that he hasn't scored great in points. He scored good. But, you know, he's sitting in the 4th spot, which is right in the dead center. Which does mean if he scores low here, he could be potentially eliminated. Anybody in the... Oh my god, what is going on here? Interrupting what I was saying, he lands hard on the back left, breaking off the wheel, but he's able to pull a save out of it. You see that he kind of went up on one wheel. He's going to throw into some donuts. Look at that. He completely... I don't even remember what I was saying, because Spike just completely destroyed the truck. Look at that, up on his side. Is that going to be the end of it? He's going to roll it back over and keep going. Nicely done. Gravity saving him there. That's what Showman Spike, that's a show right there. Breaking the truck under the first minute. There's not a lot that Spike's going to be able to do to really get himself a good score at this World Series, the World Finals. And, you know, Spike hadn't been putting on the greatest runs recently. You know, of course, memorable runs, but nothing great recently. He's been trying to fix that just because if you get so low in the point series by the end of the World Series, you'll end up getting yourself in the bottom leagues, and that'll be putting you up for elimination. What is he doing here? Right here, trying to keep himself... What is going on here? He's got himself stuck on a car, balancing in the air. He's going to try and back it up. He's trying to take on this container. I have a feeling he's not going to be able to. That wheel gets kind of caught up on the container. He's backing up into it, but he's got the cradle down inside of that van. I think he might have... Yeah, backing it up there was a critical move that he accidentally made, because now he is stuck, and that is probably going to be what ends his night. I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of this. His truck is sunk on top of that van, right in where the cradle is. The back end stuck in the backside of that container. He's going to call it quits, and they're only going to be able to score him a 24. Not what you want to see. That is a low score. That is, you know, with a bunch of other trucks right now, there is a lot of there's a lot of worry about getting eliminated right now, especially with those bottom 4 trucks. We'll have to see what happens at the end of the night. Here's a guy who has secured himself a position in the next World Series, along with the next 2 trucks you'll be seeing, Monster Energy and Gravedigger. It's Jester. These 3 don't have to worry about being eliminated, but if they score low, they can save others, and Jester's going to start his night off on that center jump, and look at this. This is a famous Jester combo, getting some good air and comboing it straight into a slap wheelie. We've seen him do that a bunch in the last couple events. Now Jester heading over this container, nicely done. Look at that, getting another little wheelie off of that. He's gonna ride it over the oil container, nicely done. The judges are gonna love that. That was a neat move. Going around, heading around the backside, you can see the left Spike on the other racing lane. He's gonna hit the one adjacent to that. Wow, I mean, yeah, that truck was really wedged in there. I don't imagine they'll be able to pull it out in time. That's just going to delay, you know, the event. So they'd rather just leave it there till the end of the event when they can actually claw it out. He's going to head for the triple. Nicely done. Jester was one of our big underdogs this season. He never won an event, but he never did bad. He got 2nd and 3rd places and was able to get this high in the point series, be able to get 3rd in the point series championship, which is a very, very nicely done by Jester. But he wanted to prove, even though he is an underdog, he wants to prove that it wasn't just that he was riding underneath the competitors. You know, he wants to prove that he can win an event. He hasn't been able to do it yet. Look at that nice little move, that wheelie kind of into 2 separate jumps and was able to pull it back down. He wants to prove, hopefully here, that he's able to win an event, and winning a world championship would definitely prove that. Getting another slap wheelie off that kind of crooked jump, had the presence of mind to know when to gas it, and he was able to get that slap wheelie. Nicely done. Jester is just doing fantastic right now. And he's lining himself up for the triple. He's going to try and clear it. Look at the air he's able to get off of that and cleanly down the backside. That was probably the cleanest triple attempt we've seen all night, and he was able to complete it, heading straight back for that center jump. Nicely done. Jester is just putting on a fantastic run. Now, he just needs to turn it up in these last couple of seconds in order to beat Avenger. That's all he needs. He needs to turn it up, get some good saves. What is he doing here? He's heading for the side of this jump right here. This could be what he needs to take the lead away from Avenger. Spinning around. He catches the other side. He's going to go on some sidewalls. But he must have shut off the truck. I don't know if the RRI shut him off, but he totally had that. You could see that wheel on the left side was starting to grab, but something must have gone wrong in Jester. They're only going to be able to score him a 29 because he's not able to finish time. I'm not sure what really happened there. Anything could have happened, an electrical issue, a mechanical issue, or maybe he just shut off the truck on his own. But yeah, that Jester's only going to be able to score 29. Not a bad score. It's going to put him in about the middle of the pack right now. Wow, surprising to see. Now here's a guy who I'm not surprised to see coming out this late in the event. Monster Energy had the Point Series Championship snaked out from under him at the very last, the last 3 events. You know, we saw Gravediggers three in a row win streak, which was absolutely incredible to see. But now Monster Energy, you know, he's a little angry. He didn't want to see that Point Series Championship taken away from him. So now he's coming out here to take home the World Finals Championship, which he wants to get right now. Right now he needs to beat Avenger. And he's going to start off on the triple. Nicely done. And look at that. The back wheel graced down the back of that jump. That was cleaner than Jester's triple attempt. That right there, that was the cleanest one we've seen. Look at the air off that container. The distance of that jump. Wow. That is what we want to see right there. That's what's going to take away this lead from Avenger. Now, I did say it would be a feat to win the event and coming out in second or first. And right now, Avenger has come out second and is still in the lead. And we're only down to 2 more trucks. Look at that air off the backside. What a sky wheelie. That was a whole sky wheelie just sailing through the air. Not seen a move like that in a while. That right there, judges are going to love that. Heading over kind of sideways on that triple jump. It kind of pushed off the side. Nicely done. Gonna head back for this container. Heading sideways. See, that same type of move. When you hit it on the right side, you kind of hit it sideways. That's what happened to Spike. And Monster Energy's kind of climbing over the side of that jump. I was wondering if he was going to hit that with some speed. I was thinking, I think Monster Energy just saw the exact same thing I saw. Because he's spinning it back around. I thought he was going to try and go for a backflip here. And I think he's going to do it. Heading up sideways. Not enough rotation. Heading hard on the back end. But look at that. He's back on all 4s. He did see what I saw. That jump was really steep and you could hit that for a backflip. But he wasn't able to get a full backflip. Look at that. Coming off sideways on that jump. Hard on the left side. Monster Energy, what a move. I don't know if that was really a backflip. More of a save than a backflip. But yeah, right now, look at this. He's going to head back for the triple. Didn't get enough speed to clear it. Hitting hard on that back end. Or hitting hard on his front end. Back end of the jump. I don't know really what more he can do here. Only a couple seconds left. He's going to hit right into Spike. And he does a front flip. Look at that. I was not expecting that. Hits the triple. Slams right into Spike. That truck is destroyed. That Monster Energy truck. You can see the back end is annihilated. I feel bad for Spike, too. That truck is probably destroyed back there. And he's only going to be able to score a 32. There's only 1 truck left to beat Avenger right now. I know what I said before, but I think Avenger may have pulled it off. If not first place, second place is going to be where he's sitting because there's only 1 guy left to beat him. It's Gravedigger flooring it out of the stadium. Look at this beautiful scheme. Bringing out this purple 30th anniversary body. He wanted to bring out something special, just like Avenger did. They're both bringing out metallic bodies. And Gravedigger's going to start off his night on that center jump, getting some good air off of that. That was impressive. I can see, now that was a very impressive move by Monster Energy to get a front flip off of Spike, but I can see why that didn't score as highly. I feel like there wasn't as many moves, as many big, memorable moves in Monster Energy's run as there were in Avengers' run. But we're not on those runs. We're on Gravedigger's runs right now. He's tackling everything. He has hit just about every jump so far in the time that I've been talking. He hit the triple, hit the backside of that car jump, and then straight into the container jump, hitting the cars at the end. Now, look at this. Look at that right there. Backside of the triple down the back of the racing lane. We have not seen that yet, but that's the same kind of move, just a little more speed, and that's what Avenger did to get down the backside of that center jump. And Gravedigger's getting a little squirrely here, and he's going to get a barrel roll off of that jump. Nicely done. They're not shutting him off. He's going to keep on rolling. Nicely done. Kind of hitting the side of that jump and was able to recover. Doing it again there, hard on the left side, but that time did not result in a barrel roll. Could have been bad, but Gravedigger's still going. Hitting this racing lane. You can see he's kind of hitting all these jumps kind of sideways. He saw his team truck, Blacksmith, at the beginning of the night, was able, so many unique moves resulted in such a high score, and I think that's what Gravedigger's going for here. Look at this sideways off that container. Look at that, spins it around. Nicely done. That was like a corkscrew in the air. That was awesome. Gonna spin it into some cyclones. I can tell the judges are gonna love this run. He just needs to turn it up in the last couple of seconds, the last 30 seconds in his run. If he can turn it up, that's what's gonna bring home this championship for Gravedigger. He won the Point Series championship. This was the best, probably the best Point Series, World Series I've seen from Gravedigger in a long time. He's not been able to bring home a Point Series championship in a while. Finally did. He has a World Finals championship under his belt, and he's going to go for a second one. And I don't know. I feel like it's not going to be enough, though. It's not going to be enough. I just saw time ran out, and he's only going to be able to score a 32. That's all he was able to do. That means he's going to get second place. He's going to be above Monster Energy, but he's only going to be able to get a 32. That means he's going to take home your Point Series championship. Look at him sending it over that container hard into the ground, breaking that front end for you fans. The rest of that was just for you fans at Donut and that wreck. He's going to take home the World Series number 5 Point Series championship, but he's not going to be able to take home the World Series number 5 World Freestyle Championship. That's going home to Avenger, and that means he is sticking it to the next World Series. What a recovery. Not able to do too great in the Point Series championship this year, but was able to get it done here at the World Finals. He is securing himself a spot in the next World Series number 6. That means we are going to lose the U.S. Air Force Afterburner, which will, I think he's going to end up getting replaced with another newcomer. Can't spoil that yet, though. And that also means we're going to be losing Spike. Now, scoring so low and wasn't able to get too high in the Point Series championship, only able to get 4th, that means we won't see Spike, which means Avenger is going to be down to the last truck that has made it to every single World Series championship so far. We just lost Spike, and now we're down to Avenger. You can see all the carnage on this track, absolutely annihilated. What a great World Series. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time at the 7th Annual World Series. We'll catch you then.